hold on a second. You guys aren't Dom and Trey. Where are the two gentlemen who invented this world-winning game?
They are actually at school. They're developing their minds a little more.
I've heard that before. Listen, tell me about these two entrepreneurial kids you guys have.
You want to start?
I wouldn't go so far as to call them entrepreneurial. They just like to play. They we went mini golfing in the summer, and summers here in Arizona, you're kind of locked down because it's so hot. They spent an entire summer putting puzzle boxes, 2-liter bottles, and car tracks together to make themselves golf courses. Up over this, through that, around that, and they kept challenging each other to make harder, more difficult courses. And they had more fun creating courses than playing them, so we tried to find a toy that we could buy for them that did that, and there was nothing really there. So I started making drawings on a kitchen table, and she went out and got patents made, and Noochiegolf comes out in November.
Excellent. So listen, you guys, you're obviously a startup. If you don't mind me saying, I think you're fantastic parents.
Thank you.
I think I'm kind of glad that my parents didn't develop some of the things that I invented when I was Dom and Trey's age. But obviously you guys are behind the kids. They've gotten, let's face it, worldwide attention for developing this. What do you do? What you have your concept. What did you do then?
I think honestly, what the first thing we did was we did a lot of research just to make sure that if we did go all in with this, that it wasn't something that was going to bounce back and say, 3 years down the road, too bad you didn't do enough research. So Sal really, he hit every Google search, anything he could possibly find that came close to this.
Yeah.
That was our first and foremost thing. And I think we just saw an opportunity to maybe, get out of the business that we were in. We worked Christmas, we worked all the holidays, and our kids started to say things like, hey, are you off this Christmas? And they started to realize we weren't home for the big holidays, and we saw an opportunity that this might be something that we could turn into a family business. Right. So once we did the research, and then we got the lawyer involved to make sure he did a more extensive research, and there was nothing out there, that's when we kind of said, you know what, let's just go for it, and if not now, when? Might as well take a shot.
Right. So listen, you guys are into this in a huge way, financially, emotionally, every single way. What have you guys done to develop this product? What other sort of research have you done?
Well, first we had to, like she said, Google search everything to make sure there was nothing else like it out there. Once we figured out there wasn't, we had to get a patent attorney. Patent attorney checked it out, and then plastics. I really thought naively that I could just go to the plastic factory in Phoenix and pop these things out real quick. But there's different kinds of plastic, different methods to make it. You have to find the best way for you. And actually, because the whole piece is so big, there's very few companies that have the ability to injection mold something that big.
Yeah.
And we had to really specify our search for that reason. And then we had a friend who was an engineer, helped us out. He made a wooden prototype with us in our garage. We made a styrofoam prototype because it was able to curve. The wood one was just straight. And then we said, well, let's go for it. Let's make a real prototype out of plastic. So we went to a company in Illinois.
We found one company that was actually willing to work with us because a lot of these places kind of won't work with startup people like us because we don't have a lot of capital. We're funding this ourselves. So it was kind of, listen, we can't really screw this up. Can you help us with this? And we found one company that was awesome in Illinois. And they made the prototypes for us. They made, 12 of them?
Yeah, 12 of them. Yeah. They're out of thermoform plastic, which is much cheaper than the injection molded ones that the actual toy is made out of. It's less durable. The toy will be much more durable, a lot harder plastic. So we took the prototype we wanted to bring it to the Chicago Toy and Game Fair, where they do a 2-day conference for inventors, try to help you, answer questions, which we had millions of. And actually, funny thing was the plastic company was late. We almost missed the toy show because they were making airplane parts, and they
kind of bumped us to the back. So,
which of course, airplane parts are more important than golf toys.
But the Chicago Toy Fair was amazing because it's the only in the States. It's the only toy fair that's open to the public.
Right.
So it was our opportunity, because all of our friends and family, of course, they're going to be behind you. Oh, it's a great idea.
Yeah.
This was a reaction from complete strangers, and that really pushed us over the edge to go for it.
Now, obviously, you went crowdfunding as well. Crowdfunding, well, it's pretty new around the world. How did you get on in the crowdfunding?
Well, the couple of the ladies at a seminar at the Chicago Toy and Game Fair told us told everybody you should try Kickstarter, try Indiegogo, stuff like that. We did 2 Kickstarter campaigns. We did not fund.
Right.
It's all or nothing. You have to make it all the way, and we didn't. But we made a lot of contacts. We met a lot of customers through it, and we got a chance to make a really fun video.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that is the beauty of Kickstarter. You know what I mean? That it does get you out there because you know, obviously I found you guys on Twitter, but you know, I do remember seeing it on Kickstarter, and I was pretty sure that you'd make it. So I didn't invest. So you know, there's I know you guys don't want to hear that, but that is the minus of Kickstarter. That you see something,
right. And no hard feelings.
I am going to buy one off you anyway. But they, you know, again, it got you out there. If people don't know you, they're certainly going to know you after this.
Thank you.
What are you guys? When are you guys going into production? What is your time scale now before your 2 boys have their education paid for?
Yeah. Well, we're already in production. The first delivery is supposed to be mid-November. We don't want to name a date. It's mid-November, so we're probably to get them out by holiday season, which is obviously important.
And our online store is open. We actually just opened our online store. So what we're doing is just kind of to help deflect the warehouse costs. We're doing a $10 off from now until mid-November.
Right.
It's a $10 off coupon. If you just go on there, it's for $64.99 now instead of the $74.99.
Yeah.
So it's like a little Kickstarter for ourselves,
right?
Brilliant.
To try to get a few of them pre-ordered before the time that they're here, so we can kind of warehouse a little less, and it kind of helps us out.
Yeah. Now, again, I'm speaking to all some really established companies, some new companies. The question I have for everybody, besides you know, as a business owner, I know that you have to be insane to start your own business. But what advice would you give to other people with an idea?
Be patient. That's something that we had to learn. I really thought if you're doing something that you can't do with your own 2 hands, you have to be ready to wait. And just, there's nothing, like right now it's in production. We don't know, there's nothing that we can do other than set up everything else. We've got to get the warehouse done. We've got to get the insurance taken care of. But the actual product, we can't help.
We have no control.
So you have no control over what's going on. So you just need to be patient and just go for it. You know, you hear a lot of, it's a lot of ups and downs. It's a huge roller coaster, and you just got to go with it. Once you make your mind up, you have to put everything you've got into it and go for it.
And my advice would be research.
Yeah.
Research to make sure the idea is not there. Research to make sure there's a market. We did so much research, international shipping, just domestic shipping, deliveries, warehouses, stuff plastic making, stuff we had no clue about. And like I always tell anybody who's asking me advice, if it was making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, I can make 1,000 of them and go door to door.
Yeah.
But I can't make plastic.
Yeah.
I don't cut synthetic grass. It's difficult, and you're not on your own timetable.
Yeah. Well, believe it or not, we've done so many interviews with people, but you're absolutely right about patience. You know, we've had everybody say determination, all the buzzwords, but no matter who you are in business, you do really need patience, because nobody else is going to have your passion, your belief.
Right.
And again, as a startup, it is so difficult to get people to believe in you.
Mm-hmm.
So listen, guys, on the millions that we all hope you guys are going to make, how much are Trey and Dom going to get out of this whole arrangement?
They can go to school. I might throw them a Christmas party every now and then.
They actually, it's funny because they don't understand the economics of it.
Yeah.
They really, when do we get to play?
Yeah.
They don't care about anything else.
When do we get one?
They're cute because they've actually already, this was like our starter set.
Yeah.
They've already come up with like 4 or 5 extra pieces for the next
Gosh.
generation because
Yeah.
they're all going to kind of connect together.
Yeah.
So they've already started drawing, and I mean their drawings are just elaborate. I'm like, okay, we can't get plastic to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, if we do make millions, they're made in the shape.
Okay.
They're
Okay.
partners.
Well, you realize that everything is going to change once the first one hits 12. You realize that?
Oh, I'm not looking forward to that.
Yeah, yeah. Because I think under most state law and in most countries they can get their own attorney at 12. So it's been nice talking to you guys, but well, listen.
Also, thank you.
I wish you guys the very best of luck. Again, you're a great example of just of great parents supporting your kids' ideas. I don't think there's anybody out there who wouldn't wish you the very best of luck. And finally, may your God go with you, whomever your God may be.
Thank you.
Thank
very
you,
much.
Greg. Appreciate it.